Welcome to Yuno and Kenzo Koga, where ancient wisdom meets modern life.
Subscribe now and join us on this journey of awakening. If this resonates, tap like and share it with someone who would appreciate a moment of peace today. And feel free to share any thoughts or reflections in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Have you ever found yourself just caught in that relentless modern whirlwind? You know the feeling, right? Phone buzzing, emails piling up, social media just constantly demanding your attention. And there's this pressure to always be on. It's exciting sometimes, sure, but honestly, for so many of us, it just leaves us feeling completely overwhelmed, scattered, maybe a little bit ungrounded.
It's a very common feeling.
It's a truly modern problem, isn't it? But here's the really fascinating question we're diving into today. What if the solutions, the real solutions to these very 21st century challenges have actually been with us for like thousands of years?
Quite a thought.
Yeah. So today we're taking a deep dive into ancient rituals, things like, Zen meditation, Stoic reflection, and we're looking at how these timeless practices can help us reclaim calm and really sharpen our focus right here, right now. Okay, let's unpack this.
It's a compelling paradox, isn't it? We've engineered this world of incredible external ease. Technology gives us amazing convenience, instant communication, endless entertainment right at our fingertips.
Absolutely. Comforts they couldn't have dreamed of.
Precisely. Yet, as our research shows, this constant external stimulation often fosters a deep sense of internal chaos. We're technically more connected than ever before, but many people report feeling, well, profoundly disconnected from themselves.
Yeah, lacking that inner peace, that focus.
Exactly. And this isn't just, people complaining. Studies consistently show rising anxiety, dwindling attention spans. So this deep dive is really about trying to bridge that gap. We want to reveal how insights gathered from literally millennia of human experience can directly address these very contemporary struggles.
That idea of internal chaos amid external ease, that really hits home. I mean, we're not just casually busy anymore, are we? It feels more like a state of perpetual digital bombardment.
It's constant.
Your phone pings, apps demand interaction. The sheer volume of information fighting for our attention is just astronomical. And this isn't just an inconvenience, is it? It feels like it's actually rewiring our brains.
Well, there's evidence suggesting exactly that.
Think about those little dopamine hits we get from every notification. It trains our minds to constantly seek novelty, right?
It makes sustained concentration feel almost unnatural sometimes.
Yeah. Our attention spans are shrinking and stress levels, often through the roof. It's like our brains are constantly juggling, a dozen brightly colored balls, never quite managing to catch one, never getting a real moment of rest.
It's a great analogy.
You feel scattered, deeply ungrounded. Even when you're surrounded by this illusion of constant connection, it's exhausting. Or, frankly, it feels unsustainable.
And what's truly happening, based on our collective understanding, is a fundamental shift in our neural landscape. This constant bombardment, the demand for immediate response, it keeps our sympathetic nervous system, that's your fight or flight response, in this subtle but continuous state of activation.
Like being on edge all the time.
Sort of, yeah. It's like having your foot lightly pressed on the accelerator all day, every day. Your body is always subtly prepared for a threat, even though that threat is just another email notification.
Wow.
So this sustained physiological stress makes it incredibly difficult to truly relax, to find that inner peace or maintain deep focus. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for executive functions like decision-making, concentration, gets overworked, less efficient.
Oh, makes sense.
So this isn't just about feeling busy. It's a profound change in how our minds engage with the world.
No.
Leaves us perpetually on edge, struggling for stillness or deep thought.
Okay, so if modern life is this relentless tide, constantly pulling us in a million directions, making us feel overwhelmed, distracted, where do we even start looking for a way out?
That's the key question.
And it's genuinely remarkable when you realize, like you said, how many answers aren't new at all. Ancient cultures faced entirely different hardships, often much more physically demanding than ours, right?
Absolutely. Very different struggles.
Yet they developed these incredibly powerful practices for inner strength, resilience, clarity. They found ways to navigate their worlds without getting lost in that internal chaos. What an insight.
It truly is. And these practices, they weren't luxuries back then. They were vital tools for survival, for flourishing. Take Eastern spiritual traditions. Our exploration shows how meditation taught stillness, equanimity, right in the middle of life's storms.
Not about escaping then.
Not at all. It was about finding a stable, unshakable center within reality. Texts often describe training the mind like training a wild animal, guiding its energy, not breaking its spirit.
Interesting.
Then, if you look west, you have the Stoic philosophers. Their writings have been so influential, and they use journaling not just as a diary.
Right, more than just recording events.
Much more. It was a crucial tool for clarity. They'd meticulously reflect on their actions, anticipate challenges, mentally rehearse responses, basically preparing their minds for whatever life threw at them.
And it wasn't just about the mind either, was it? I remember reading about connections to the physical world, too.
Exactly. Our findings consistently highlight indigenous and nature-based traditions. They almost universally emphasized connecting with the earth as a fundamental source of balance, grounding.
How did they do that?
Through specific rituals, sometimes just walking in nature, paying attention to the cycles of the seasons. These practices were deeply integrated into daily life to maintain equilibrium. And what's truly astonishing now is how much of this ancient wisdom is being validated by modern science.
Right, you see studies now about.
Precisely. We've seen fascinating research showing how specific breath work directly impacts the vagus nerve, calming the nervous system almost instantly. Mindful movement like Tai Chi or gentle yoga demonstrably reduces cortisol levels, that's the stress hormone, and even periods of silence, just a few minutes. Cognitive studies show they can restore our attention, enhance creative problem solving.
Wow.
It really makes you ask, why did these seemingly simple practices endure for millennia? And why are we only now, in our hyper-connected world, truly rediscovering their importance, even measuring their effects in labs?
It's almost like we needed to hit this peak of digital overwhelm.
To fully appreciate the wisdom of simplicity.
Yeah. That's a profound thought. Maybe this modern chaos is a catalyst, in a way. So, okay, knowing all this, how do we actually start applying it in our frantic daily lives? Let's get practical. Let's talk about some of those ancient inspired rituals, the ones designed for immediate calm.
Good idea.
We need simple, accessible ways you can tap into this timeless wisdom, starting today. Not grand gestures, just small, potent acts.
That's the crucial next step. Because calm isn't some distant state you achieve after years of practice. It's something you can access almost immediately with the right techniques. Let's look at 3 specific practices readily available to you. First, breath rituals. Incredibly powerful. Your breath is an immediate bridge to your nervous system.
Like a direct line in.
Exactly. Techniques like box breathing. You inhale for 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, repeat. Or alternate nostril breathing, gently closing one nostril then the other as you breathe. These can instantly shift your state.
How does that work physiologically?
They directly engage your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest and digest command center. It effectively hits the brakes on that chronic fight or flight mode we were talking about. Even just a minute or 2 of focused breathing can bring a noticeable wave of calm. Seriously.
I can actually feel my shoulders dropping just thinking about box breathing. It's so simple, but clearly effective.
It really is. Okay, second, mindful movement. Now, this isn't about hitting the gym hard or intense workouts.
Not CrossFit, then.
Probably not for this specific purpose. It's about gentle, intentional engagement with your body. Think about a slow, deliberate stretching routine in the morning, or taking a slow, intentional walk, where you focus entirely on the sensation of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your steps, the sights, the sounds around you.
Really being present in the body.
Exactly. This practice, common in traditions like Tai Chi, helps reconnect your physical self with your mental state. It's incredibly effective in reducing anxiety, pulling you out of that mental chatter, brings you firmly into the present moment. It reminds you, that you are a body, not just a floating head full of thoughts.
I like that. Okay, and the third ritual, you mentioned physical grounding.
Yes. Third is the concept of sacred space. Now, this might sound grand, but it can be super simple. It just means dedicating even a small corner in your home, maybe with a comfy cushion, a nice scent like essential oils, or just a plant exclusively for calm activities.
Like a designated chill-out zone.
Pretty much. A place where you only go for medication, quiet reading, reflection, or just to sit in silence for a bit. By consistently using this space for peace, you train your mind to associate it with tranquility.
Classical conditioning for calm.
Basically, yeah. It becomes a daily sanctuary you can always return to. A visual cue to just downshift and recenter. Even if it's just a specific chair by a window, making that intentional designation creates a powerful mental anchor. These practices remind us that calm isn't some elusive treasure we have to find. It is just one breath, one mindful step, one intentional pause away.
One breath, one mindful step, one intentional pause away. I love that. It makes it feel so achievable, doesn't it?
It is.
Like the power is already right here. Okay, so once you've started building that foundation of calm, the next step is sharpening focus. Because let's be real, in a world that constantly demands our attention, focus isn't about doing more or pushing harder.
No, definitely not.
It feels like it's about doing what truly matters with precision, with presence, with deep intentionality, directing your finite energy effectively.
Precisely. And again, ancient wisdom offers remarkably clear pathways here, which, interestingly, modern research confirms. For sharpening focus, let's touch on 3 powerful rituals. First, single tasking.
The opposite of modern life.
Pretty much. It's profoundly inspired by ancient craftsmanship. Think of artisans giving their full, undivided attention to one intricate detail, one project, often for hours. It means consciously committing your entire mental energy to a single task until it's complete. No switching between tabs, emails, projects.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. But this isn't just about efficiency. It's about building those neural pathways for sustained concentration, training your mind like a muscle. It helps extend your attention span over time, improves the quality of your work. In our multitasking world, single tasking is almost a revolutionary act of focus.
I confess I am so guilty of the constant tab switching habit. It feels productive in the moment, but then you realize you haven't actually accomplished anything of real depth.
Yeah.
What's the biggest hurdle for people starting this?
It's the initial discomfort, honestly. Our brains are now so used to novelty, instant gratification. Sticking with one thing feels, well, boring or even inefficient at first.
Right, like you're missing out.
Exactly. But that's precisely where the training begins. Okay, second ritual, journaling for clarity. Expanding on that stoic approach we mentioned earlier, this is more than just recounting your day.
How so?
It's about intentionally writing down priorities, reflecting on thoughts and feelings, maybe outlining potential challenges and solutions. Cognitive load research shows that externalizing thoughts onto paper significantly reduces mental clutter.
Gets it out of your head.
Exactly. It's like decluttering your mind, offloading those open loops that eat up valuable working memory. You could try starting your day by writing down your top 3 intentions, or ending it reflecting on one thing you learned. This active process organizes thoughts, brings clear direction.
That makes so much sense. I find when things are swirling in my head, getting them on paper makes them feel instantly more manageable.
It's incredibly grounding. And finally, third, digital detox.
Yeah, the dreaded detox.
It doesn't have to be dreaded. It just means intentional disconnection from your devices for specific planned periods, maybe an hour in the morning before checking emails, an entire evening screen-free, or even a full day once a week if you can manage it.
What does that actually do for focus?
Our findings strongly suggest this deliberate disconnection lets your mind truly reset, regain clarity from the constant input, restore mental energy. It's not about being anti-technology. It's a deliberate act of creating space for your own thoughts to breathe, for your brain to process, for creativity to emerge without interruption.
Giving your brain a break from the noise.
Exactly. You're effectively giving your dopamine receptors a much-needed rest from constant stimulation. Helps them regulate better when you do engage. Ultimately, focus is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, fully, without those unnecessary distractions pulling you away.
What a powerful distinction. Focus isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters, fully. That ties everything together so beautifully, doesn't it?
It really does.
From the calm we build to the intention we apply. As we wrap up this deep dive, it's just so clear that these ancient rituals, they were never about escaping life, were they? Or avoiding challenges. They were always, always about meeting life with presence, with balance, with unwavering clarity. And in our fast-paced, often overwhelming modern world, these timeless practices are, without a doubt, more relevant, more necessary than ever.
Absolutely.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener? It boils down to something simple, actionable, and truly empowering. Breathe deeply, move your body mindfully, create that personal space for reflection, and focus with profound intention.
And that's the true beauty of it. If these simple, timeless practices were enough to sustain generations through their unique challenges, through profound social changes, eras of uncertainty, immense hardships, what untapped potential do they hold for you right now?
That's the question to sit with.
Yeah. Consider how incorporating even just 1 or 2 of these rituals consistently could fundamentally transform your daily experience, helping you create a calmer, clearer, and maybe a more fully awake life. The wisdom of the past isn't just history collecting dust on a shelf. It's a living guide, here to shape your present and empower your future. It offers a powerful, accessible path to actually thriving in our modern world.
Thank you for being here with us at Yuno and Kenzo Koga, where ancient wisdom meets modern life.
Subscribe now and join us on this journey of awakening. If this resonates, tap like and share it with someone who would appreciate a moment of peace today. And feel free to share any thoughts or reflections in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.